change the thumbnail. Wall of the Eyeless. It's like, what caster is using Mana Leech? Like, I understand the whole point behind it, but it's like, oh. Morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? What's up, Sharky? Thoughts on the Charlie Kirk shooting? Can you be more specific? What would you like me to have a thought on? Direct me. Because I've spoke on it at length probably 6 times now in a public setting. So I just don't want to sit there and rehash things that, like, a whole spiel that people have probably already heard. Do I think he deserved it? No. No. Like, hey, Charlie wasn't even that bad of a person, dude. Like, if you wanted to like call somebody a fascist, that wouldn't be the one. You know, a guy that sits out in the park and like lets you debate his points and has communication. Like, that's the whole thing that keeps people out of wars, bud. Like, when you stop having like conversations with people, nothing changes. That's when it makes it easier to do like hateful, vengeful things to people. Like, what you're seeing right there is just somebody that was indoctrinated and a sick individual. And, you know, like, I've asked myself a bunch of times, like, what is the cause of like the rise of like all this like mass violence, like in schools, church, political, whatever it might be. And the only thing I can think of is it's a amalgamation of a bunch of different things. Like, I think one of the most let me get my thoughts here, because I'm trying to come off the top of the head with this. One of the biggest plights on society today that I think people are ignoring or doesn't get talked about is male loneliness. And this is not me blaming females or anybody, because like it doesn't have to be just females. It could be anybody, right? There's a phenomenon that was created by the internet called hoflation, where like anybody that is somewhat attractive, or somewhat desirable to be a partner with, has had their dating pool expand 20-fold, right? Like generally, like a girl that had a good head on her shoulders, or a guy that had a good head on his shoulders, would have like 4 or 5 suitors at any given time. Now they probably have 200. So, like, it's a mixture of like male loneliness, the economy, the fact that, you know, young men and women right now are facing the realization they might never own a house to call their own, right? There's never going to be a time in their life where they get to lay their head down and say, like, this is mine, nobody else can take it from me, right? Home ownership slowly gets slipping away from people. Fast food is at the point where like it's breaking people. People are barely getting by. They're living off of Klarma and like paying fors, and like, and everything in the society is designed to like keep you in debt, right? Like everything's designed to keep you chasing what the next person has. Like, it's all glorifying like riches, cars, and things of that nature. And like all of it feels like, to a person that's by himself and has no real support structure, like it's oppressive. Right? And then you get into echo chambers, right? You get into these chambers where people like are going through the same thing you're going through, and you feel like, oh, well, at least I have a band of brothers. And that band of brothers can be in numerous subjects, right? They're echo chambers. They can be anything. And it can come from left wing, right wing, above the track, under the track, poor, rich. Everybody has these echo chambers. And this is the cause of it. This is the overlying end result of what this builds. right? And I think it's a problem that we can't fix overnight. It's a fundamental problem with society as a whole. And it's just something we got to learn how to deal with, or at least address. Access to guns? Dude, I can't really speak on that. Is it easy to get access to things that can harm others? Right. 100%. 100%. But it could be much worse too, right? It could have been much worse. Right? If somebody actually wants to harm you, it doesn't require a firearm. And you're going to say, well, the precision of this firearm allowed him to do what he wanted to do. Like, I have to tiptoe around this subject because, like, I don't want to get my YouTube channel demonetized. But people can do other things that can cause a lot more harm with a lot less precision to get the same job done. People been shit to each other well before video games, movies, TVs, and the internet, right? Like the crusade didn't start because somebody had a fight on fucking Reddit. And the crusade had no firearms whatsoever. Like it's a people problem, it's a heart problem, it's a love problem. And the internet is making it harder to love people. The house always wins. It's a Diablo stream at 5 in the morning on a weekend. That's just started 7 minutes ago. I plan on having 150, 200 people here at most. Quit advertising how many viewers I got. I don't care. I don't care, bud. Yeah, I went to sleep at like 10 o'clock and I slept at 2 and I got up at 2. I went into like the lolcow Discord and they were fighting about anything they could fight about. Like they were just, there was a guy drunk and like that was annoying. So I was like, fuck, oh damn, that's it. I know the level requirement sucks, but that's pretty good jewel. I'm gonna keep that. Morning, Tiger. Thank you for the $5. My opinion on banning public speeches to avoid stuff like this. Make it harder. But you can't live your life in fear. Can't live your life in fear. If you live your life with what ifs, you're giving up freedoms for safety. I'm not about that life. I'm not going to change a single thing I do. If that's the case, why do we still amass in like bulk to watch movies or go to concerts or any other place that somebody could like target? Right? You can't live your life in fear. You can do what you can do to make it less, right? Like you can put metal detectors and stuff, whatever up. But at the same time, it's like that's more about liability than anything else. Like if I want to go to a concert, I'm gonna go to a fucking concert. Because look at it this way. If you sit in a corner all your life because it's the safest place for you, did you actually live a life? This is coming from a 400-pound land monster that goes for trophies on a PlayStation. Hey, Mick Taylor. How's the Outback? Bob. Keeping that thing on you actually probably puts you at in more danger. Like, I used to carry a pistol. I honestly did. I used to carry a pistol with me everywhere. We used to have a shoulder holster. I would carry it right under this arm. And I'd carry a full-size pistol because I was young and fucking dumb, and I was geeked up, and like, yeah, I wish somebody'd fuck with me, you know, that kind of person, right? But you learn that one, is fucking uncomfortable. Two, it chafes you if you're a fat fuck like me. And three, all it does is amplify your chance of wanting to use it or have someone use something of theirs against you. People have weapons, right? So you gotta take every situation and fully assess the situation instead of like, okay, how many times on social media have you seen somebody pull a weapon and it backfire on them? Right? If they didn't have that weapon, all that would have happened was like, oh, they talked some shit. Maybe they had to talk to the cops. Maybe they had to bail out, right? But at the end of the day, they get to go home if they didn't have that firearm on them. And like the amount of times that you're going to have that fire on you, like on your person, and actually be useful is, I feel like you have a better chance of winning the lottery, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong. I own firearms. I keep a firearm in my truck, right? I always have some level of protection close to me, but I don't keep firearm in my truck to protect me from people. I keep it to protect me from coyotes and wild dogs and things of that nature. Like, it's one of the things that I want to have that cooldown period if I'm thinking of going to that level of force. Should never keep it on you. Never helps. Well, streaming, I'll try it. Yeah, Pills Lord. I haven't looked to see what it was like. It's actually sitting on the table in there. I haven't even opened the plastic of it yet. But we're getting close. I'm hoping we'll get another 5 million or so this stream. I'm probably gonna stream like an hour and a half. You don't think I'm making a jog back to the truck? Well, dog, I'm fat. Usually, if I'm going somewhere, I'm parking the truck close as humanly possible. But if it's an event like a movie theater or something, and I make it back out to the truck, and there's somebody blasting, honestly, I'm probably just getting in the truck and leaving. I'm not gonna run back in there unless there's like somebody in there I absolutely love or respect. Is this game still exciting? Or I love playing this game, but the 99 shit's completely a chore at this point. Like, I'd much rather be playing a newer character with different skills and like less items and stuff like that. This is 100% a chore. What's up, Raul? Have I ever gotten close to up in the heat of someone? No. No. I've almost had to use it on dog before. I was back when I was like 24, 25. Went on a date with this girl, and I got her back to her house about 12 o'clock, and there was just this pack of bulldogs just roaming the neighborhood. So I got my pistol out the truck, and I walked her to her house. The dogs just watched us do it. I got back in my truck, and I left. That's probably the closest I ever got to actually pulling it out with the intent of like using it for my safety. Necromancer's more fun, Druid's more safe. Like, Necromancer kills faster, more fun, has curses, more interactive. Druid's just safe. If you're going to start with Dark Souls, I would start with Dark Souls 3, honestly. But the problem if you start with Dark Souls 3, it's going to be hard to go back to Dark Souls 1 and 2 because Dark Souls 3 has 8-way rolling, and it's a lot faster paced. But Dark Souls 3 is the one you probably want to start with. If you like it enough, you'll go back to the first two. If you don't like it enough, it won't matter if you go back to the first two. But if you want to play them all, and you're absolutely determined to play them all, I'd start with 2. Because 2 is going to be the most different. Yeah, you can get Dark Souls if you get a physical copy. If you have a disc drive on your PlayStation or your Xbox, you can get a disc copy of Dark Souls 3 for like $8. It goes on sale on the PlayStation Network for 10 or less fairly often. Just wish list it. I don't know what platform you play on. If you're on Steam, you can probably get it off of like one of those like reseller sites for less than $5. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. $87 watching, yeah, just like the number of octane in my gas. It's actually 93. You think Love will have a chance against you on Wednesday? I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I'll do my best. Like, I haven't been playing a whole lot of Call of Duty lately. He might be a beast. I'll try my best. I'll give them all. But win, I win. If I lose, I lose. It don't really matter. Well, I'll try the Battle Royale. I most likely will try it at some point, but I'm not going to start out with the Battle Royale. Like, I mainly play Conquest. I lost a 1v1 after talking shit just like 2 weeks ago on stream. I didn't freak out about it. I just don't give a shit. Like back when I freaked out against Syndicate, Call of Duty was like my fucking life and like my only source of income. Now I don't really have to play Call of Duty if I don't want to play Call of Duty. So it's like I don't give a shit, right? Like my life doesn't depend, and my livelihood doesn't depend if people think I'm good at Call of Duty. Not to mention I'm fucking 15 years older at this point. I still got fucking sportsmanship issues. I get to be a little bit of a baby when I lose, but like, who gives a fuck, right? Not that big of a deal. The only thing I dislike about newer Battlefield, Katie, is like I hate how quickly the tanks respawn. I don't mind people playing tanks. I don't mind people being tank whores, but I wish there was like a punishment for like losing the tank, right? Like, you shouldn't be instantly be able to like grab another tank or just wait 30 seconds to get a new tank. It's kind of bullshit. Hey guys, if you could hit the like button. Let's see if we get YouTube to send the video out. Let's see if we get to 150 viewers this stream. Because people are in here crying about, oh, you got 87 viewers. Dude, I'm playing a game nobody cares to watch. Everybody knows it's boring at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing this to have somebody to talk to while I sit here and do something that's brain dead. It's like, again, like, here's the second. I just had against karate. If you wanted to like rewind a little bit, I just did a 15-minute conversation about Charlie Kirk. I don't want to like completely repeat it. Like, Teal Deer, even if you don't agree with the man's message, you should agree with he has the right to say it. Like I said, I don't know Charlie Kirk, never met the man, never talked to him. But I know a lot of people like Charlie Kirk. And they're humans, right? Like, it's like you love people for who they are, not who you want them to be. And just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't mean you can't be their friend. Dude, you have a picture of me with a cowboy hat on that I picked up at Tractor Supply 20 years ago. And you're complaining about my audience. See, I didn't see any, like they blame transgender, which I thought it was going to be transgender too, right when it first happened, because Charlie has a history of like going against the LGBT, and they're more on the extreme side of like the leftists. But like I didn't see anything on those bullet casings that screamed like, oh, this is transgender. You know, like Bella Ciao was like the anti-fascist song. You had like Helldivers, anti-fascist. Hey fascist, catch shit. You had like the neutron bomb from Helldivers. Like you had a lot of video game references. Where can we buy the shirt? In the description of the video, you can buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. There's other shirts too. We have, I think, 4 or 5 shirts now for sale. If you have any suggestions for shirts, feel free to tell me. Something you would like to see. Make it happen. Depends on your size. It usually runs $22 to $30 plus shipping. Like if you're medium, it runs $22 plus shipping and handling. If you're land monster like me, I think mine was like $36 after everything's said and done. Yeah, I need to see somebody that would actually make the candles and the labels though. Like I would totally sell that in my own shop if I could. I watch boxing and baseball. Those are the 2 sports I watch. Like tonight, I will be watching the Canelo versus Crawford fight in the local Discord. I would watch it in my Discord, but you guys don't ever join my Discord. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. If you have a Netflix subscription, you have access to the fight. Did you ever end up doing the DLC for Liza P? I did. I'm missing a trophy on it. The like completely 100% the game. I'm missing like one of like the. I didn't find all the audio logs in it. Maybe a Diablo 2 inspired shirt. I don't know that. Well, I guess I kind of got like a Pepsi logo on my shit now. How can I join the Discord? If you're a member, you get members access. I don't think the post. I think the post of the thing isn't working, so I had to get you a new one. Yeah, John, I'll post a Discord link if they allow you to, or at least try to. It's not gonna auto ban you or anything, but it might not allow you to post links. Like 1-2 Cents runs my Discord server, and so does T. So any suggestions for them, please send them that way. Dude, I have no desire to be the community manager of LCU. That's a job that doesn't pay anything, or just a lot of extra responsibility. Katie, welcome to Be the Hoodlum. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. The Trail Boss requires 93 octane. Thank you for helping me keep it fed. Will you be playing Borderlands 4? I will not be playing Borderlands 4. I'm probably gonna get back into Chronos after I finish Diablo 2. I've been playing a lot of Bioshock 2 recently. I've been in the Bioshock 2 mood again. In Bioshock in general. Have I played Fallout 3 or New Vegas? Cam Chaz. Funny you asked that. I'm actually known for Fallout New Vegas. Like for a while I had like one of the most viewed Let's Plays on New Vegas on YouTube. I got it, but I deleted it. What Bioshock should you start with? If you only got to play, it's hard to recommend Bioshock 1. Because I feel like Bioshock 1's a little antiquated. Bioshock 2 doesn't have the strongest like story, but it's got such good gameplay. And Bioshock Infinite's probably the easiest for like a person that's into modern gaming to get into. I would say start with Bioshock 2 and then move to Infinite. And if you still like the series, go back and play 1. I mean, you can get the Bioshock remastered, which it comes with 1, 2, and Infinite. It comes with all 3 games, and you can get it for like $20 most of the time. Bioshock 1 goes hard with the story, though. There was a painting that I seen on Etsy. I think it was Etsy, and it was like of like a sunset on an ocean with like the lighthouse, and it goes. How's this shit go? What determines the difference between a man and a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Like that whole like Andrew Ryan scene, like shit, we should watch that real quick. Let's see this. YouTube search when you come across wax. You see a Spitfire like some Taco Bell sauce packs. Watch the movie.
Even in the book of lies, sometimes you find truth.
In the end, what separates? The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses. A slave obeys. You think you have memories. A farm. A family. An airplane. A crash. And then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked? Forced down. Forced down by something less than a man, something bred to sleepwalk through life until they are activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill, or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys. Come in. Stop, would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly? Run. Stop. Turn. A man chooses. A slave obeys. Kill! A man chooses! A slave obeys! Obey!
Hurry now! Grab Ryan's genetic key!
Fucked up, boy. Proper fucked up. Well, it's an interpersonal relationship that players are go ahead and coded to do whatever the game developers want them to do. And it makes you want to question, like you could put it in so many different aspects of life, like, am I choosing to do this? Does this benefit me, or am I listening to somebody and being their slave, right? Like, And like at the end, like he chose death. Like he had everything over Jack, which is the main character of Bioshock. He could have killed Jack if he wanted to, because he knew Jack's weakness, which was he was a programmed to be an assassin. And he chose death over this. And he chose death because Rapture was falling apart. It was his dream. He had nothing left. So instead of like, I don't know. It's hard to point out like him being an idiot. I'll have to fix it in a second, Katie. Like I most likely have to talk to like 1-2 cents whenever he gets on. No, I don't plan on playing Borderlands 4. Dude, maybe yeah. They put that fucking trophy in and this slave is obeying. Yes, Mr. Brevik. I'll kill these flares 1,000 times, Mr. Brevik. Shit, I wish I could only kill them 1,000 times. 25,000 times, Mr. Brevik. Thinking about adding TTS to my thing. What's poppin', Johnny? Yeah, I am a slave to locale, but at the same time, it's like, make the money while the money's there to be made, man. Like me, my wife's a cancer survivor. I've been fat my whole life. My wife used to be a type 2 diabetic. We're gonna get sick. So save the money while the money's there to be saved. It'd probably be $10 or more, honestly. I can't put it on $2 messages. Because people will just spam them just to be hateful. No, chargebacks don't happen on YouTube. YouTube guarantees every donation. If you were to put $500 into the into my thing down there and you went and charged it back, YouTube would still pay me $500, and they would eat the charge back and they would ban the fuck out of you, or they would take you to court, or whatever. YouTube would do. Legal team would do it. That's part of the 30% that YouTube takes. They offer chargeback protection. I mean, you might get your money back, but like it's going to be, YouTube will pay you. I can tell you this. I used to have $2,000 worth of chargebacks a month on Twitch. I've not gotten a chargeback in 5 years on YouTube. It's 5:45 in the morning. It's not so much of getting hateful TTS as people donating stuff on TTS that will get your channel banned. I don't keep TTS off because I'm worried about somebody saying something hateful to me. I don't give a shit about that. It's everything to do with people like spamming like the N-word and being like, oh, look at this racist shit. He just allows it to happen. And then like pearl clutching and wanting to like try to get the channel banned from it, right? Yeah, they got filters for it, and I can set every filter up in the world, but it doesn't change the fact that like the speaker of TTS has a cadence, and that cadence can be manipulated to say words by putting other letters in. I started streaming in 2015, so I'm 10 years deep in streaming at this point. I've seen it. I've seen it all. Hey, we crossed 100 viewers. Let's go, boys. Good morning, everybody. And girls. We got a girl here. Back when I had like Streamlabs and Stream Elements and stuff like that, it wasn't an option to manually review it. It might be now. You gotta understand, it's been, oh God, it's been at least 5 years since I was on Twitch at this point. So I'm sure it's come a long way. Where's your XP bar? See next to that red ball to this arm right here? Like a red ball like right here. That line right there, that line is my XP bar. I'm just now ending the 8th bar going into the 9th bar. I think Canelo's going to win by decision, and it's going to be a split decision. But I'm hoping Crawford wins. It's took me 750 hours to get to this point. Like I'm not finishing it today. It's not gonna get finished today. Like I figured I got 4 days of playing still to get those last two bars. Yeah, I've been doing this for a year now. Like on and off, been doing this for a year. Just grind it out, pimp. That is grinding it out. Like I have what is that? 62. Let's call it 63 to 7. I got 57 million experience to get. I can average 3 million an hour. Let's make it to 60. So I still got 20 hours of playing still to do. So like if I do it gently, all right, like I could do it in 2 days. So if I stream for 2 days for like 10 hours, which, you know, that's, because some areas I can get 5 million, some I can get 1. It all depends on the areas, because like the next area is going to be a pile of shit for me. Which it happens in 6 minutes. Next area I'm gonna be lucky if I get 2 million experience in an hour. Because of the style of enemies, because it has a lot of like ghosts and a lot of like the mummy enemies with the skeletons that they can constantly resurrect, and like those enemies take forever to kill for my character. Will I be happy when it's over? I'm actually probably going to get kind of sad, because like I've done this so often that it's almost like a part of my life right now. And it's like I'm running out of experience. Okay, but kind of upset. How come EDP's life is ruined but not Dr. Disrespect? Well, EDP has kidney failure, but I think a lot of it has to do with EDP's been caught multiple times at this point, 3 in total. And EDP was sending nudes, and like the person that EDP sent stuff to ousted him, and you got to see all the logs. And he also was talking to people much younger than Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect's talking to like a 17-year-old, right? Like EDP was trying to holler at 13-year-olds. Like, that's a whole different level of fucked up. And like, and then he did it again, you know. Like EDP is a whole different level of depravity. There is a charm called the Annihilus, and there's a staff called the Staff of Wisdom, which if I got perfect, I could get 15% more experience, but at this point, it don't matter. At this point, it don't matter. I've done everything else without them, and I have to find a Stone of Jordan to get an Annihilus in single player, because this is single player. Like, I'll just grind it out. I'm not going to comment on that. Somebody asked me why is Dr. Disrespect not getting? Like, nobody really knows what Dr. Disrespect said as well. Like, I'm sure if Dr. Disrespect had his shit leaked, he'd probably get a whole lot more people upset at him. My goal this stream is to get into the 9th EXP bar, though. That's my goal this stream. To get that little white bar, or white, or like off yellow, or off white. I don't know what the fuck the color is. Into the 9th XP bar. No, Disco, like I said before, like it's kind of gotten to the point where like I'm gonna be happy when it's over, but it's gonna leave a hole. Like it's gonna free up like 2 to 4 hours every day. Cause I've been doing this for 2 to 4 hours every day for a month. There was a period where I took a break. Like I don't think I did it February or March. I just kind of like lost steam, and I'm like I'm burned out of the game, so I took like a 2-month break from it, and then I got back. And I've done level 97. Well, I finished 96, did let 97 in entirely, and now I'm working on 98 to 99 in the last month and a half, 2 months. No, it's more of like something I wanted to do. This is the first time Diablo's ever had trophies, and very few people have the Diablo Platinum. I want to be one of those few people. The Diablo 2 was a huge part of my life. Like realistically, when people ask me what my favorite game, it shouldn't be Final Fantasy Tactics. It should be this game, because I've got 27,000 hours on this game. I can play it up and down. I can play it at any level that you need me to play it at. No, I haven't been watching it. I haven't watched anything on TV. I've been doing locale. If I wasn't doing locale, I'm here. If I'm not here, I'm grinding Diablo. and like listening to music, or I'd go sit in like Discord chat for lolcow and just talk to those guys while grinding Diablo. Fear drop. Me too, man. I didn't do them at 5, but like, dog, I remember because I didn't jump on Diablo right when it came out. I jumped on Diablo like a little bit after it came out. I actually jumped on the PlayStation version of Diablo first. I remember me and my brother, we went to a CD store called Mood Swings, and they had like a little section of like PlayStation used games they would get in. And they had a copy of like Diablo 1 for the PlayStation. And me and my brother, we didn't get very many games. So we went in there and we bought Diablo for Mood Swings. And it's like we didn't know what we were getting into, but we knew it had 2 players and you could play couch co-op with it. And we played the dog shit out of it. I remember like when you played multiplayer, you didn't get the full single player campaign of Diablo 1, so you only got like the Butcher, King Leoric, and Lazarus and Diablo. So that was the 4 quests that you got. And Leoric wasn't in his tomb. It wasn't like a whole nother section. So like you had to fight Leoric outside of his tomb, and they put a whole bunch of skeletons with him, and he had life leech and shit. So like we got stuck on him all the fucking time, and we got to the point where we started like had a strategy where we would stone curse him to get by him. $108 is crazy. It's early, man. Like if I was playing Call of Duty, I'd pull like 250, 300. Like I don't know why people like want to be like, oh, it's 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm playing a game where it's just grindy and nobody wants to watch. Like these are the talking streams people say they won't. Yeah, my minions give me the same XP. My whole character is based around my pets. This is a summoning druid. I'm playing hardcore, so if I ever die, it deletes the character. So like this character's never died. So you have to go all the way to 99 without dying. Permadeath. Disco 100%. It makes it's a bad look. Instantly somebody goes, look at your view count. Yeah, look at my view count. I can sit here at 4 o'clock in the morning and get more viewers than you can while you're trying your ass off. How about them apples? Like this shit. Like I hate these fucking monsters. Is Druid my favorite character? Close. Like, it's either the Druid or the Barbarian or the Necromancer. This will be my second 99 Druid if I get him there. I've had 2 Sorceresses, 2 Druids, 1 Assassin, 1 Barbarian. Ain't Barbarian a little basic? Yeah. But he can tank everything. Barbarian's your crowd control guy. What's up, Keemstar's Beard? How you doing, player? What you telling me, Keemstar Beer? Are you gonna tell me you're not actually Keemstar? Adrian, a lot. Oh, thank you, Keemstar's Beard. I mean, I've been trying to make new ones. I've been like people have been helping with like AI and like I already had a Canva account. I was trying to make stuff more fun. Soul Ball Machine. I wish I could listen to music while doing this. Yeah, I wish they remastered World at War 2. I'd love to play some World at War remaster. Yeah, while streaming. I do listen to music while doing this, but like I kind of want to listen to music right now. It's like no, I'm not playing the new Borderlands. I've never been a Borderlands fan. Oh, you're not allowed to play music. You get channel strikes for music. That's the reason. Because of snitches. Don't you have an Astro Mix amp? Yeah, if you have an Astro Mix amp, you plug into the auxiliary in the back and don't worry about music. Are you saying I could like hook my phone up to the port in the back of the mix amp and it would feed it into my headset without it playing it to you guys? I've never tried that. I don't have the cable on my head, but I'll have to go. I had to order the cable and give that shit a try because I got an iPhone 15. That room's gonna take too long. I'm using a PlayStation 5. I'm hoping to get the Beetle, Ghoul, and like Zombie roll on one of these tombs. Because like that's the only one I actually can do that's like, oh, hey, Fear of the Drop. Thank you for being a hoodlum, man. Thank you so much. So if I see skeletons, I'm just jumping to the next one. Like I hate the Like, this is supposed to be one of the best, like, terror zones, but for my character, it's one of the worst. There's the beetles. I never really knew how you stream it. It never crossed my mind. Can you just do it directly from the console? You can, but I use a capture card. The console limits you with how much quality you can put out. I use a AverMedia capture card. I used the AverMedia Live Gamer. It's a 4K 120 FPS capture card. It was rather expensive when I bought it. I'm sure it's like $300 now, though. Like, if you really, really want it. But when I bought it, it was like one of the first like 4K capture cards you could get. It was like $600 or something like that. Why is my social... I don't have Insta. I don't have any Instagram. And my Facebook is personal use only. I don't have like a Wings of Redemption Facebook. I just have a personal use only that's completely locked down. Like, all you can see is like my profile picture. Yeah, I'm using OBS. Show you guys. Turn on the cat cam. I use OBS. There's you got. There's that lighting setup. There's you guys. Soundboard. Stream Deck. How much was the soundboard? Oh, $500? That's a soundboard and a phantom amplifier built in one. It's called the Roadster something 2. So like it does phantom power for my microphone. It can do headsets. It has soundboards playing, like if I wanted to like play like the sound like the clown horn. Stuff like that, or I could, you know, grab something else like
This is what it sounds like when you drop the fear.
You know, shit like that. I'm gonna get 27,000 hours in Diablo 2, Javi, or Javi. No, my desk's not clean. Like I got like a Burger King cup on it and like a couple water bottles. Like, it's actually dirtier than I like it right now. Come on, I hate fucking Tombs of Tal Rasha. What's the sound? Yeah, I think I answered it already. Soundboard is used for it's used for powering the microphone, and it happens to have a soundboard on it too. It's a phantom amplifier / soundboard / mixer. So like I can use it to like mix the audio, do sound gates, change the tone, the pitch of each microphone, have different microphone settings. It's a very professional level piece of equipment. It's called the Rodecaster Duo 2. People stop talking to me? Yeah, people just stop chatting. Okay, but kinda upset. Charlie says if it's you're so engaged in this gameplay, yeah. If I stream in 4K, why is the troll stuff so bad? It's because they rip it poorly. They rip it poorly. They zoom in. They tear the aspect ratio out. And I also don't stream in 4K. I stream in 1080p. I could stream in 4K if you want me to. I have the internet for it. I have everything. My computer can handle it too. Like, I choose not to because people complain that it creates a laggy stream. Like people that would like, I guess, less than desirable computers complain about it makes their stream lag. The Bayer Dynamic MMX 330 Pro. I have a Sennheiser 550 is my other headset. I have a Sennheiser 550 and I have a Apple Pro Max. What's my upload speed? 2 gigabytes. I got 2 gigabytes upload, 2 gigabytes download. Which I need a new chair here soon. That's the next thing I need is a fucking chair. Like this arm on this chair, it's got a bolt in it that's completely stripped. So it's like it's time to replace it. How are the AirPods Maxes? I like them. They're not as they're not as like bassy as like the AirPod Pros, but like one thing I learned about the AirPod Pros is I got really small ear canals, and like if I wear the AirPod Pros for long periods of time, like an hour or more, it actually makes my ear hurt, like my ear canals, especially my left one. So I went up to the Maxes, and the Maxes are super comfortable. My wife hates it because she says I look dumb wearing a headset in like public. Because I'll take it, like if I got to go wait in a waiting room or something, I'll take my headset with me and I'll just sit there and listen to stuff on my phone. But I'm like, it's more comfortable and it sounds great. You know, it's not the greatest headset that you can ever buy, but it's top 10 in almost every category. Chair Fund. Hey, thanks for the $5, Sphere. Thank you so much, dude. I mean, if I really wanted to, I have a fucking couch behind me. Oh. This This is what this couch is actually for. But my microphone don't reach that fucking far. Yeah, like I'll sit there and play Diablo like that. Like my headset reaches very easily. Or I'll sit back there with my Apple headset and listen to music and just stream. Because like I don't really need to interact that much up here. It's just walking around. There was trolls by my house? Nope. I had people show up to my house and they invited them on stream. I didn't give a shit. Princess. Crying time already?
Yeah.
She's got to work this weekend. Kelly gave me an experience goal last night, and I've shattered it at this point. I'm only 20 minutes into this fucking like part of me is like I want to go do something else than do this terror zone. I hate this terror zone. Let me get by you. We're about to scoop the first million out of it, though. That bar hasn't moved at all. Like, that bar is not going to move, boys. Like, it might move a little bit. Like, in 2 hours, you might see it nudge just a little bit. But like I said, Diablo 299 is fucking difficult. It is a complete time sink. Ooh, I wish the fire resist a little bit better, but like that's worth keeping. This is IK belt, the Immortal King's detail. Reset our Druid form. Yep, you need 99 for the Platinum Trophy. You need 99 hardcore for the Platinum Trophy. Not just 99 softcore. You got to get it hardcore. And even once I get 99, I still got one trophy I got to get. Since I don't do PvP that often, I got to get 20 years. Yeah, my gear is almost best in slot in every situation. My gear's probably been best in slot for 500 hours now. When I was a young boy, take me to the City. See Martin. Freaking gore bellies. I've eclipsed Joe. I'm about 10 million over what you asked me for. Just knocked in another million down. We're 56 million away, boys. Yeah, hardcore's one life. If my character dies, they delete it. They delete it. Honestly, could I finish the day? All right, let's say we started right now and marathon streamed it. So I'm gonna get like 2 million this hour. So there's gonna be like 1 more million I could get from this tune by itself. So let's say it's 55. So 7 to 6, that's 23 hours. So let's base it on 20. If I get average 3 million an hour on 20, yeah. If I did a 24-hour stream and I averaged 3 million experience an hour, I'd get it today. But I ain't gonna do that. I'll get it like 2 or 3 days from now. See, I like permadeath runs. But like, I like when games give you the option for permadeath. It makes the game more fun. It makes you have to like break down the game. The only thing I hate with permadeath is when they have like insta-kill areas. Like quick time events or like a flying section that can instantly kill you if you fuck up on it. It's like, really? I mean, I could be... Am I done this weekend? Probably not. I'm probably done Monday or Tuesday. Because, like, I'm going to play throughout the day today. I'm probably going to close most of this 9th bar today. Right? Depends on when I sleep. Right? So, like, I'm probably going to finish today with, like, 40 million to go. And then tomorrow I'll probably do 15 million or something. And that will leave me with like 30 million, 30 to 35 million, well, 20 to 25 million to go on Monday. And on Monday, that's the day I'll probably like, all right, it's time to fuck it up. Let's do a long ass fucking session. Because I promised that when I got close, like 4 million, I would turn the stream on and get the last 4 million or so on stream. 12 to 13 hours, longest I've ever streamed. $12 today, 12 tomorrow. That's only 24 million experience. Or unless you're saying 12 hours. Because the next thing is the Forgotten Tower. Like, the next good one is at 8 a.m. Actually, 9 a.m. is the next good terror zone. And then there's another good one at 11. And then the very good one at 2 p.m. Like, everything else is going to be like 2 million here. Maybe get 3 million an hour. I hated it on the first day, but I ended up liking it. TIG welding. Yeah. My thing is, like, since I'm so fucking fat, it hurts me to sit in the chair for like more than 4 hours. Like, after 4 hours, it literally hurts my body. Like, I'm like, because this, I didn't just sit down in the chair now, so like I'm in like hour 3 or 4 right now of sitting in the chair. It was like, ugh. Because I started today at 42 million, so I've gotten 18, 19. I've gotten 22 million since I last slept. My neck's fine. My thing is more my legs, like the side of my thighs and my balls. I know it's not programmed, but like, let me stand up now. Shit. Problem is when I stand up, like, that the camera's not adjusted to me standing up. Yeah, I chafe a little bit because when I sit down, I get sweaty. What's up, corrosive? Animal hair on my shirt. This actually is a standing desk. The motor doesn't work on it though. I got it cheap because it was broken. I'm like, fuck it, I'm fat. I'm never going to actually use the motor part of it. The blood flowing again. I am not fighting this pack. Eat a whole dick, bud. Eat an entire dick. Holy freeze, that shit would took 2 hours to fucking beat. Literally fucking out of room again. Yeah, there's creatures I don't fuck with in this game. Like, I don't fuck with glooms. I don't like moon lords of any variety. I don't really like those blunder gores that I was just facing just now, the gore bellies. They just take a long time to kill. I don't like race. They're not hard, but they just take forever to kill. But danger-wise, the only thing that's dangerous to me is like a fanaticism bloodlord, hell temptresses, which is like a succubi class, and conviction glooms. Those are the three things that could actually kill my character. Either that or being negligent. Don't miss. I actually did a 15 or 20 minutes speech on the Charlie Kirk thing at the very beginning of this thing, if you want to go back and listen to it. I've been asked that like 4 times here. Like this is the spawn of enemies I was looking for in all these tombs. Like this is the one spawn of enemies my character can actually fight relatively quickly. I lose the entire character if I die. Yeah. Let's not do that. We're too close to die. So like I'm probably not gonna take any chances. Like if I see an enemy type that I just don't like, out. Because at this point I'm too close to level 99 to even fuck around with it. Yep, 2 bars left. I'm hoping to get into this bar before I get tired of playing. We gotta get the bar to move a little bit. So everybody chanting it on. Move, bar, move. Move, bar, move. Take my energy. Take my energy. Either Monday or Tuesday. At this pace, I'll hit it either Monday or Tuesday. No, this is permadeath. This is permadeath. This is 750 hours worth of permadeath. What's up, Dr. Gray? Got Dr. Grayson right now. What will I do after I hit level 99 on this character? Retire him? Probably never touch him again. This will 100% be the proudest trophy I have. Like, this is the one that's took the most time. This is, like I said, this trophy by itself has taken 750 hours. Like, I've spent the better part of a year doing it. Which kind of sucks because, like, when I named this character, I didn't realize Trump had a son named Baron. I named him after, like, a husky that I knew. Because he was, like, real wolf-like. But the character's name is Baron. Oh, 100%. This is weaponized autism. Weaponize autism. I agree with you. I ain't hating. It doesn't bother me, but like I'm sure, like my Call of Duty clan tag is like ICP. I had to put the T in it, ITCP, because like it stands for Intense Camping Productions. But like everybody's like, do you like Insane Clown Posse? Oh, you like Bear and Trump? No, it's just those names are just somebody else. I don't know. I'll find a new obsession. Like that's why I trophy hunt, because like to me it's like something I can do to obsess over. Like I won't mind Laban on Wolfenstein 2, but like, man, that's such a rough trophy. Like to me, like the super hard trophies are the appealing ones. Krakakage, no, Call of Duty's not gonna die. Call of Duty is the formula is just at its peak in Call of Duty for the most part. Like, is it gonna slowly lose player base? Sure. But is it ever gonna die? Probably not. You could say it's pretty easy, but like even with guides, right, you still got to have everything go right, and if you mess up for like 3 seconds, you're dead. You like Saw, Cube? Oh, I like any isolation horror is my favorite style. Alien's my favorite movie of all time. I like The Exam. I like 9 Dead. I like Circle. I like a lot of movies that make you think. I like Million Dollar Baby, Shawshank Redemption. The Lady Killers remake is one of my favorite movies. I love the Lady Killers remake. No, I have not seen The Audition. What's that about? Dog, I don't remember. I know it was a gateway. I knew it was a gateway, the first computer I played Diablo 2 on. Whew. Hey, by the way, thank you for the 2 pounds mixer. What about movies which happen in an airplane? Like Turbulence? Or like the 1970 like disaster movies Airplane? I mean, like I like some of them. But they're interesting. Like if you're going like disaster movies, I think Poseidon Adventure is the best one of those. The one with the boat that like capsizes from a rogue wave. Nitro's a troll and he's here. kaiju movies like Gamera, Friend of the Children. Gamera. Nah, I'm not big on kaiju movies. Like, most Godzilla movies aren't that great. Like, the first one was alright with like the Oxygen Destroyer and everything else. Everything else is like WWE. Yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane was a good movie. Don't remember all my gray hair. It's because I've let my beard grow out. I need to shave. I remember when I watched the first Cloverfield in theaters, and I remember being so sad because I was like super lonely back then. Like when Cloverfield came out, I was working at MechLass, and I was working 6/12s, and I took a day off. Like I put a day in all to just go watch the movie, right? Because I wanted to go watch the movie. So I got up and I went and watched the movie. Well, I got up, got dressed. It felt weird because like I always wore like fire retardant clothing at MechLass. So like I had like this I wore coveralls mainly the entire time I was at MechLass. These big heavy fire retardant coveralls. They were heavy as hell. But like I'd gotten so used to them when I put on like my regular clothes, like a white t-shirt and like a dress shirt, it felt like I didn't have clothes on at all. It was like super light. Like my body was like, I still remember that feeling to this day. To this day, I remember the feeling of putting that shirt on that day. And I'm like, I get dressed up, you know, brush my teeth and all that stuff. And like, I go out and there was an Italian restaurant in Conway that just opened up. I went and got portobello stuffed mushrooms, and I sat in there by myself and ate. This is before like you had a cell phone or anything to keep you entertained. Just sit there looking, waiting for the movie to start, sat there, ate my dinner. And then I went and watched Cloverfield by myself. It was like a 11 a.m. showing or something like that. And I remember the whole time, I'm like, I wish I had a girlfriend. I wish I had somebody to spend my life with. That's I remember that overawing dread that entire day of Cloverfield. And I don't know why. This was when I was like 21. Some shit like that. It was dark, but it's just how people have emotions and feelings. Because all I did back then was work. Worked all the fucking time. It was like one of those things, like every time you open your eyes, you're at work. Miserable. Just a miserable experience. Like if somebody hugged me for too long, I'd probably would have broke down and cried. Well, I didn't have anything else to do. Like my whole life was like working and playing Call of Duty at that point. Like, because like I didn't have time for like anything outside of work. Because like I work swing shifts, so like my shifts would be like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So like all I really had time to do, because at that particular time of my life, like Burger King had this thing called the Western Whopper. I'd go get a Western Whopper, and on the way home, I'd eat most of it in the truck on the way home. And when I got home, I'd take like a shower, and then I'd play like an hour, maybe two, of either Fallout 3, well not Fallout 3, What was I playing? I was playing Call of Duty 4 then. What else was I playing besides Call of Duty 4? There was another game. It might have been Fallout 3. And then I just go to bed. That back then YouTube was only I remember YouTube only had like 10-minute videos back then that you could upload. So like I would watch people that uploaded movies to YouTube 10 minutes at a time. So like I would literally watch one 10-minute episode of like a movie and fall asleep to it, and I do the next part the next day. HC Bailey was doing his Final Fantasy V Let's Play at the time. I'd watch that every day when I woke up to go to work. I'd watch one episode of HC Bailey's Final Fantasy V Let's Play. And that was my fucking life. I'd either play Call of Duty and play Search and Destroy with whoever was on, or I'd play some single player game, wake up, go to work for 12 hours, and come back. Did that shit for fucking 4 years. I always saved that 15 minutes though. You know, 15 minutes when I woke up ahead of time, so I can sit on the edge of the bed and just hate life. Absolutely hate life. It's like, I think that period of my life is what makes me hold on to YouTube as hard as I do. Because like, no matter what happens with YouTube, no matter where the money is or how much money I'm making on YouTube or how little I'm making, at least I don't have to like listen to somebody else and like give my entire life up so somebody else can make $1 million. Like, I made good money, but at the same time, like, I was making good money because I was making somebody else 6 times the amount of money I was making. And I was miserable. I wasted my entire 19 to like 23 life in a foundry. And all I got to show for it is 2 broken vertebrae and a bad leg. So I always tell young men and young women, don't be loyal to your job. If you have a heart attack on the factory floor, your obituary is going to be, your job posting will be up before your obituary. Hey, Chillin' Guitar, thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate the love, dude. What would I do if honestly, like before I went back to locale, I actually had another job lined up, but I'm not going to say what it was, but I did have another job lined up. Because in my head, like even when locale finally locales itself out, like I can go do like a primary job and like do this as like secondary income. And still cut out a pretty good living for myself. Yeah, it was an inside job. I can't do any physical labor jobs anymore. I got a bad leg. It was another sitting down job. But it would have paid well. And it's something I've been good at. Hey, Krakakage. Appreciate it, dude. Those $5 donations add up. We're almost at $20 today. We're 70 cents away. Said I'm all talk. All talk on what? I mean, I've fought a man in the middle of the ring. I've got my stomach cut out in Mexico. I've driven all over the fucking world. Started 5 different businesses at different varying levels of success. I'm working on my 3rd successful podcast. I have a lot of friends. I got a loving wife. I was like, what am I all talk about? I didn't like Path to Exile 2, We and Noob, because they don't have trophies on it. Risk, I'm already depressed. But like I've been depressed for so many years that it's kind of like just a part of my personality now. I Cabal. All right, Kabali. Hey, thank you for being a hoodlum, man. Much love. Thank you for the donations on Locale too, dude. Well, my thing is, I just like people are criticizing me right now on like the Locale Reddit because I made a deal with Keem to get the weekends off. Because like they're like, oh, you only work 12 hours a week, and you only work 12. Well, you only see what I do for 12 hours a week, right? You only see what I do for 12 hours a week. But even then, like I don't claim I work as hard as like a construction worker or something like that. But the problem is, it's just the level of time. Like any day I wake up, 6 days out of the week, I had to be home by like 5 o'clock to do locale, or like on Sunday I got to be home by 2 o'clock. Or there's always something that's blocking me from like just going and being spontaneous and doing stuff, even if I choose not to do it. Right? I like it's so much. You ever go to sleep without needing to set an alarm? That sleep that you get without setting an alarm is so much better than alarm sleep. And I know it's psychological. You're getting the same level of sleep, but I cannot sleep good if I know I have something I got to go to. So like, I'm like, yeah, I'll give the money up. I'd much rather have the extra time to do what I want to do. Current topic of the day from Twitter. I'll be back to waking up on my own accord rather than my mom's dog telling me they're hungry from tomorrow. Gonna be a nice feeling. Well, Bailey's always hungry. I'm actually right now, I'm just trying to wait out the hour change. So like 3 minutes. It's like in 3 minutes, it's gonna switch over to the Forgotten Tower, which has ghosts, but I can just walk past the ghosts in the Forgotten Tower. It's a much less dense. We hit our experience goal, but we didn't. But the XP bar didn't move yet, so we're still going. DSP does have a good work ethic. I don't hate DSP at all. I think he's a very smart individual that has an addiction problem, and is a little socially inept, right? But that doesn't make him a bad person. DSP's far from a bad person. People mistreat him. Punishment doesn't fit the crime. I'll be right back, guys. How bushy my beard is. Finest Pepsi product. Buy my new shirt, boys. Pimp. Pimp. We get the finest cold French fries that I threw in the microwave. You know, there's certain things that trigger my depression. Like, for example, like I don't think I'm a very good man. And it's one of my like pet peeves with myself. Because I'm not good enough at being a man. Like I feel like I should know how to build stuff with wood, and I should know how to like do like gardening, and I should know how to like do all these other things. And like when I see a dude that like can build a shed by himself, and he's like very like self-motivated, and he can take stuff and build stuff with wood and like create fences and like do like plaster work. I'm like, ah, man, suck ass, dude. And I have to like tell myself like that's the life skills he taught himself. Whereas like I know like photography and like lighting and like video editing, and like I'd whoop his ass at Call of Duty, you know. Describe taste. Tastes like a soggy piece of bread. Like as it's cold Burger King fries. But like my grandfather was a man's man. My grandfather was a diesel mechanic. He ran a garden in his free time, and he could build shit with his hands. And I've always wanted to be that kind of guy. But like I'm fat. And I look like a Discord mod. So like that's like, oh, it never worked out. Like I remember as a kid I used to be embarrassed of playing video games. And like I would hide the fact I played video games. There it is. Oh, I'm fat. Yeah. You are a wannabe Discord mod. I can't even be a Discord mod in locale. Lummox moment. Oh, yeah. We have cockroaches and spiders, Katie, in South Carolina, but I put the antibacterial assault down. Sometimes the hard. Grayson likes to sit over here, which he's right there. But like if I pull my hand away from that, it goes dark because the camera like auto white balances it. But like move my hand over here. Like Grayson likes to sit here. What do you want, kitty? Where can we get this shirt, pimp? Hobby, it's in my store. You can click it. It's in the description. Yeah, times changed. Like now it's everybody games. Even like the cool kids game. Cool kids didn't game back in the day. So like I would hide it because like you like to be a cool kid back when I was in school, you had to play baseball and football, and you rode bikes and shit like that. You can play Sega Genesis. How much are the sales? I only take 25% of the sales, so I don't know. Like Billy runs my store, and she does all the designs. Like all I do is promote it. So I give her 75% of the sales. Yeah, the Discord link don't work, but the shirt shop should. Morning, Commander. Yeah, I don't really do anything. I don't. It helps. It helps them pay their bills and gives me merchandise for you guys to buy. Had a Mega Drive. That's the Sega Genesis, right? In like England. PS1 was Bay. Anybody ever had that PS1 where you had to like flip it over to make it work? Because I forgot, I don't know if it was the laser would mess up or something, but you'd take it and you'd flip it over and put it on its lid after you put the game in, and it would start working. Oh, I know how to work on cars. I'm just too fat to do it. I'll tell you one thing though. Ain't a mechanic getting over on me. I'm too fat for working on cars now. Like honestly, like maybe if I lost weight. I used to flip cars when I was younger. I'd flip like 4 to 6 cars a month. No, a year. Because you're allowed to, in South Carolina, you're allowed to sell 6 cars without a license. If you do more than that, you have to get a dealer license. But you're allowed 6 a year. And I'd do between 4 and 6. I'd go on like Facebook Marketplace. I'd buy like usually it's an econo box car, something that people would have a wide market, something like a Honda Civic or something like that, and I'd fix it up and sell it for $1,500 worth of profit or something like that. There's also cars you lose money on because it's got more wrong with it than you thought it was. I had this '99 Chrysler Cirrus that I thought just needed a fuel pump. That's all it needed to drive, but it needed a fuel pump, it needed 2 struts, it needed some windshield wiper motors, and it needed 2 tires. And by the time I put everything into it, I think I lost $250 selling it to a girl. And then that girl took it and fucking wrecked it into a ditch. Like a couple years later, I remember driving by it because it was purple, so I knew it was mine. It was a purple '99 Chrysler Cirrus. I was like, oh, there it is. Like the paint had came off the hood, and like she had like one of the spare tires on it, like the little donut spares. Like she was ratting it out. She ended up getting high or something and putting it in a ditch. So another thing that didn't happen? Yeah, sure. The only time Kelly's ever went into a ditch was when she hit a deer and she pulled onto the side of the road, and it was after it was raining, and the side of the road kind of like collapsed and the car slid slowly into the ditch. The problem nowadays, though, like especially like Facebook Marketplace, is you get a lot of people, like especially with like YouTube showing people how to do it, trying to flip cars. So people are asking premium for cars they probably shouldn't ask a premium for. You'll get a guy with like a 2007 like Chevy Impala wanting $5,000 for it. And like I know from experience, since I own one, that you're going to have solenoid issues at 140,000 miles. You're most likely going to have at least one busted fucking like actuator motor in the dash. airbag lights most likely going to be on. You know, things like that. It's most likely going to need like a oil gasket on the oil pan. And like this guy doesn't know that, but he knows like I want $5,000 for my shit. And if you try to tell him in this, he's like, "Oh, you're fucking with me. You're blah 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 blah. Don't buy my car if you don't like it." That kind of shit. It's like, it gets so much more difficult now to actually negotiate a car because of YouTube. And I know that sounds like I'm being petty, but like, yeah. It used to be easier when people didn't know what the fuck. People had no clue what they had, and they didn't have easy access to like look up what other people were flipping cars for. You want Kelly accident stories? Like, honestly, since we've been married, Kelly hasn't had an at-fault accident. Well, she has, but it hadn't went on our record. She hit like one of those like light pole suspension poles with church lady and like ripped the fender and the bumper off of it. Here she comes. Oh, they were saying like, how does Kelly still drive me all the accidents she had? And I said, you haven't had an at-fault accident. Then I remember you had the one with church lady.
Yeah, she had a aborted at-fault accident.
Yeah. That light pole wire just jumped out in front of you.
You ready to show them the new car?
Nitro's here. I don't think Nitro's the one that's been asking about it. I don't really talk about it usually. See the dinner girl, like, that's not fair. Like, Kelly's not terrible at driving. I know way worse drivers than Kelly, but Kelly's just your standard typical woman driver. I mean, no, you haven't, but like, yeah. I mean, you've probably gotten better for you, but like every time somebody tells you you're doing something wrong, you get ill and you stomp your feet about it. And like, this is why I don't like driving. Like, instead of like, yeah, you're probably right. I probably should do this. Needless to say, I drive almost everywhere we go. Oh, it happened, boys. Look. Look at it. Look at it. You have to squint, but it moved. It moved. Yes, sir. If you look really close and you look past the bar, there's a little pixel that itched its way past it. The little pixel that could. I wish that was a better AR roll. Would I cry? It would make me feel bad. But I'd probably go a different route when I made my next character. I have enough to make a call to arms, which gives you battle orders. I'd probably make a fireball Sork and push her into hell really quickly because I could dress her almost instantly, and I would just play the good terror zones with her. I'd have a completely different strategy if I had to, but we're not gonna go to that. Baron's gonna do it. Pretty good Raven Frost. Baron is gonna do it. What, I name it after another Trump son? No. He's made it 750 hours without dying. He can make it. He can make it another 20. How much would it take for me to let this character die? Oh. Get a calculator out. $28,750. Okay, but kind of upset. Hey, see you, Paradigm City. Thank you for stopping by, homie. Here's 5 towards the 28. Thank you, Pitboy Player. I factored in like $35 an hour over 750 hours or something like that. I'm supposed to have a no bitch in your blood shirt coming up, but like Billy's been slow on it. She's been working. She's been working on like this cartoon variation of me, and like she's like throwing different shirt ideas out based on that. Like she's got one that's a cool concept, but nobody buy it. Right? It's like big guy little map where it's like a fat dude that's like camping in a building. Like it's not witty enough to like for somebody to actually want to buy it. Because I keep telling her it's like the sayings are going to sell more than like actual like logos and things of that nature. Nobody wants to wear Wings of Redemption shit, right? But they will say like got no bitch in my blood, or like pit of unemployment member, or something like that. Brab, I don't know who the fuck that is. but homie believes in fairy tales. I'm not concerned about him. Like, what kind of picture could you put on like a consequences of action shirt? Like, because you need a picture. Like, you just can't have text. You gotta have a picture too. Like I wanted a shirt that's like an inside joke, but then it would just cost me money because Kelly'd want to buy it. Like I'd want a Band World shirt that's actually like an IHOP in a blizzard, and it says like "Welcome to Band World." Because like Kelly got sent to Band World and she took like my niece to IHOP. Yeah, that would actually be a pretty good shirt, just like the cartoon character just grunting. I keep clicking these things and hoping the job room wants to fall out for me. I have that money, man. Let's go see. I've actually lost 40 subs in the last couple of days. T-shirt shop. I wish we'd get rid of these things. All right, let me show you this. Huh. Let me go in here. Why isn't this showing up? Here it is. This is the banquet breaker shirt. It's a picture of me wearing a crown, eating a banquet meal in a recliner. You can get it in a couple colors. The issue with the colors is only certain colors are getting certain sizes. Yeah, like Billy Joe's like offering handbags and stuff like that on the shop. Is like, all this stuff clutters the store. I want the store to have a more clean look to it. We got another cool shirt coming up. We have a Band World shirt about to drop. 5XL. We have 5XL and they're good quality. I have a 5XL on right now. On locale? I'm not doing it this weekend. I will be in the fight Discord though this weekend. Dude, that's a that's a shirt I tried to get Keen to make on locale. Of have the cow like with its tongue out, but it's like if she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her. Like the locale merchandise is easy as fuck because you have the mascot. See your wife, Pusher. I don't know how many of you guys are missing like a gallbladder, but like it's weird. Like I was sort of thinking like normally if I eat like McDonald's French fries, I'm in the bathroom by this point. I'm already at the bathroom. But like Burger King French fries don't make me use the bathroom. But you'd think they'd have a lot of saturated fat. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know if it would sell, but it'd be a good one to have on the shirt. Or maybe even like not so much an Aquafina bottle, but like an Aquafina style shape and just have like a label with my face on it. And just say water. It'd take a lot for me to turn against Keem. Like it'd take a lot because Keemstar's helped me out a lot in my life in the last few years. Like I went from pretty much not having a retirement to having a retirement in sight. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. I gotta admit that woke me up just a little bit just now. Went through three reviews. Didn't realize the blood clans were in there. When did I use the bathroom last? I have no clue. Like I've always wondered this. I wonder if behind the little post on the experience bar actually if the bar moves behind the bar itself. Cuz like it's moved again since then, and you can see now, you can see it very clearly that it's past the post. And I'm wondering like if the entire string, cuz it took us 2.5 hours to get to this point to move the bar that much. But if you took it in like if you moved all of it, it would make a lot more sense. All right, boys, we're currently 68 cents from $25. Who can get us there? Let's hit at least one checkpoint. Hey, Venomous. Well, a few months ago, I was miserable because like my whole life was like up in the air, and I didn't know if I was gonna lose my YouTube channel or not, and shit like that. And it's like, oh, and I was disgusted with myself. I went through a huge series of depression, and I had to like tough it out. Look at, dude. Thank you for the $5, homie. Thank you so much. Look here. Look, listen. Bitch made motherfuckers don't know about it. Hardcore lyrically, yeah, we gonna shout it, route it. Big body, big bout it. Alright. I hate the fucking Forgotten Tower. Hate the fucking Forgotten Tower, but we're so close. Just roll with it. I feel like at the end of the day, I'm probably gonna top out the day at 470. I'll put his 50 million away from the promised land. So it's going to look like it's going to be a Tuesday. Like it's going to be a Tuesday. Another part of me is like, why stop? Burr is close? What do you mean? Like a Burr rune? I've already found one Burr rune on this character. I doubt I'll find a second one. Like, my last high rune has been a while, though. Oh, Lord, has it been a while. Like, August 19th was my last high rune, which was a low rune. So we're almost a month since a high rune dropped. Unless you count Vex. I did find a Vex 2 days ago. But I consider a Vex like higher mid-tier, low high tier. So like it's technically a high tier rune, but it's kind of not. It's like in that open room. Like I don't like Vex is a rune. It's like, oh, there's a Vex. That's nice. But like Vex only really makes Breath of the Dying and Heart of the Oak and Silence. It doesn't really make anything else. I guess it's in Flickering Flame too, but like who are these? Appreciate your existence. Hey Hobby, thank you for the 5, dude. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Well, the whole appearing offline thing is like they weren't actually joining session off me. They were joining session off of other people's names in the game. All it took was one person to have like their shit open and they would join the session on me. And it's just you're already irritated and people are like, try appearing offline, appear offline, appear offline. It's like it doesn't fucking stop it. Quit talking about this. I've been dealing with this problem for fucking 2 weeks now. If clicking appear offline was the answer, I would have already done it. Yeah, we do iDubbbz almost every fucking day on Locale. My favorite troll comment ever was George Bush was a beast at Call of Duty. Because I had a southern twang. That's my favorite troll comment. My favorite rage clip, probably like looking back at it, is probably subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. I remember Mooney made a clip where like he took that and he like made it almost like a guttural thing where it's like subscribe, donate, get the fuck out. And he put like metal music to it. I'm like, that's actually kind of fucking tight. I wish I didn't stutter during it, like when I said it, because there's a hitch where it goes, where I stutter through the S. I wish I didn't do that, because like I hear it all the time on Thunder's video. There's like Thunder that like has is one of his sound bites for like his subscribe button. He's like, subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. I hate that I stutter, and I have stutter at very awkward times. Like when my brain starts moving fast, that's when I stutter. And it's usually like when somebody's like actively insulting me, and I always stutter because I'm thinking about like the insult. How's he going to counter this insult, and what insult should I hit him up with? Because I'm trying to like lead him somewhere. And that's when I usually stutter, because I'm trying to think 2 or 3 steps ahead. My favorite troll clip was when you fell out the chair trying to pick up the controller you just threw. Yeah. That reminds me of the laziest time in my life. I remember one time I was actually playing Diablo 2. And I leaned back in my chair. And I fell over onto the fucking floor. This was when I was a teenager. And instead of getting the fuck up, I just went to sleep. Just fell out the chair and went to sleep. Right in the floor. So when I was young, I put them hours in game, and I can't do that no more. Like, they don't tell you when you get older, you can't game for 10 hours no more. That's a young man's game. I'm trying to finish off this last level right here. I'll probably run this tower, and we'll probably call it a stream. Thank you guys for coming out. We went from $24 to almost $40. Thank you, Pip-Boy Player. I go for plats on games I like. Like, if I like a game enough to play it multiple times, I'll try to platinum it. Like, I don't buy games to platinum them, though. Unless they're, like, simple shits. Like, I bought My Name is Mayo to platinum it. So, like, that's the hypocritical part of me. But, like, that took, like, an hour, right? There's another game I bought to platinum. It's called, like, Dodge These Balls. And it actually became kind of fun because it was like 45 cents or some shit on the PlayStation Store. And it had a platinum trophy. And I'm like, I'll play this. And that took about 2 hours to get the platinum on Dodge These Balls. That's just stat padding, though. All right, 2.5 hours. We gained right around 7 million experience. A little over 7.5 million experience. Not a bad little stream. Yep, less than 2 bars left. Well, when I get off, it's going to be 53 million experience left. 53 million. And the next time you see this character, it's going to be 3 million experience left. 3 to 4 million. Because that's probably the next time I'll stream this character is going to be the 99 stream. Well, we got to kill the Countess. We just crossed over to 67 million. Now we're working towards 68 million. That's pretty much how I break it down. You like when you that's a pro tip for when you're doing something super long. You can't look at the finish line. You got to give yourself small goals. Like my goal every day is 5 million. Every day I get up, I want to get 5 million experience. If I do more, I do more. But like 5 million every time I sit down at my desk. Unless something happens, like something really, really happens, I only get 1 million experience. Every time I launch the game, I have to get at least 1 million experience. That's how I've been doing it. So like, say I was going to sit down to stream like Call of Duty. I'll jump on here for like 20 minutes and get 1 million experience. After I get off Call of Duty, jump on, get another million. That leaves me 3 million left to get. And then I'll do a 2-hour session and get like 5 million. And that's 7 for the day. Like bang. You put 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes in, and it's like, you got 7 million experience. There is no level 100. There is no level 100. Level 99 is max level. No. That last little bit of bar over there is all that's left till max level. We're at 3.4 billion experience. We gotta get 3.5. Like, I'm kind of motivated. I just wish, but the terror zones are so shit right now. Like, the terror zone's about to switch again. So, like, part of me is like, maybe just stay on. I gotta go check. We'll see what terror zone's coming up though. What's that I just picked up? I have no clue what I play with this. Final Fantasy Tactics is coming out, and I'll be done with this before Tactics comes out. The Tactics is most likely the next obsession. But like when I'm burned out on this, I usually play Bioshock 2. As of right now. Yeah, I'll be streaming Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't have Kazan. Maybe when it goes on sale. Let's see, what's the next terror zone? Next terror zone is Ancient's Way. And then the Stony Field. Yeah, that's going to be it for me then. Ancient's Way's got blood lords in it. And it's one of those I have to like pick and choose what enemy spawns I get. Better to wait till like I get 2 or 3 terror zones. So let's go and look over everything. Let's look at my gear for anybody that's actually curious. We have Heart of the Oak. Gives me 3 all skills, 40 all resistance, 20 life replenish, 33 all resist. I have Chains of Honor, Archon Plate, 2 all skills, 20 strength, 7 life replenish, 65 all resistance, 8 damage reduced, 25 magic fine. The Harley Quinn crest with a P topaz in it, just for more item find. Life, mana, 2 all skills, 10% reduced damage. A Havoc Gorget, basically 26 strength, 26 fire resistance, 2 druid skills. Spirit, 2 all skills, 30 cast rate. Big mana, big life, big resistance. Trangle's Girth, cannot be frozen. Big life, big mana, big defense, life replenish. Chance Guards, War Travelers. And I have a Death Eye, life replenish, dexterity, all resist. And then I have Bull Kathos's Wedding Band. Summoning skills, Bonebreaker Charm. Summoning skill, Geeds. Summoning skill. And my switch is Naja's Puzzler for teleport. All right, boys. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. I'm out, E5000.